What the fuck is up? Back at it again with my dog, my brother, Mr. Chuck.
Yeah,
How's it going, brother?
I'm shit blessed. Another day blessed, man.
Yeah. I got you here today. Talk about some healing, some traumatic experiences, and some unfortunate situations that you're gonna have to face in the upcoming future. So, tell us about yourself. Where you from? How you grew up? Childhood, school, all that.
Believe it or not, it's gonna be hard to believe. I'm from Alameda, California. I was born in Alameda. I looked at my birth certificate. Just came back from Mexico. Was on a good cruise. I was raised out there my whole life by my great uncle. Great man, by the way, Emright Pitts. My siblings, I got 5 of them. They were around. We was in each other's lives. They lived with my mother. The separation there, it caused some things, but it also helped us grow later down the line. You feel me? So, all high school, middle school, elementary school, Alameda. Ended up moving back in with my mom when I was 15. Dumbest choice I did or decided to do was steal my uncle's car and try to go joyriding. You know what I'm saying? That changed everything for me, for real. Got to see how my other side lived. And it was rough, believe it or not, as well as it, teaching me something. It was rough, but it was something I feel like I needed to go through to see the white and the black of life, and then also the gray in between. You know what I'm saying? Not everything sugar-coated rainbows is, everybody claim to be. It be some real that be going on. Just because somebody got it better than others don't mean it's not real bad stuff going on in the life, outside the home, and stuff like that. Shoot. I learned from riding a bus every day, seeing other people going through stuff. I learned from sitting in my classrooms and not foreign exchange students, but I was in classroom multicultures. So different aspects of the world I seen within my classrooms, and not just the world. But
you was in LD classes? Learning disability?
Nah. I was always the one to beat it. Like, I never sat there and took the full IEP test. I know I got a little bit in there, but I got around it.
No shame in the game, brother.
Never, own it. I just seen ADHD people be upside down in every room and own that they got it. Shit, and I respect it. Shit.
That was me. Never diagnosed, but for sure, one of them
What
on the
was?
spectrum of the ADHD for sure. Not what's the autism? I'm not there, but the ADHD spectrum definitely on there. It's a skewed idea behind it, but for sure, was on there. In case it still to save my life.
I think everybody really be in there. And it don't necessarily be the ADHD. It's just that they gotta figure out how to be comfortable in the patience. Like, my little twitch is I start fiddling my fingers. Idle hands is the devil's playground. So I just be finding ways to stay busy. I don't tap my foot because everybody will notice that. But the little hand gestures, tap your fingers, tap your fingertips. You find a way to cope with it.
Yeah, I bite the skin on the inside of my lip.
I can't do it. Unless I got like a canker sore, like somebody hit you in your mouth and it's healing. And you right, you don't get hit in the mouth. Anyway, but yeah,
ain't been there, brother. A long time.
But yeah, Alameda to Oakland, seminary really my home. Let them tell it. I'm not really gonna sit here and bang it, but I love who accept me. You know what I'm saying? Wherever you feel celebrated, that's where you should always be. But, you got to grow past, certain stigmas, certain boundaries. Otherwise, you're going to be stuck in the same place.
I actually agree with that because I wasn't celebrated in Denver. Like, when I moved to San Francisco in the Bay Area, that's when a nigga got celebrated and felt like I was a part of something. Like, it was a community I was a part of. They respected me and loved me fed me. You feel me? The whole nine. I didn't have that in Denver, like as much as it was out here. Like it wasn't really. I was even now. I still go there. All the accomplishments I have out here don't mean shit out there because they don't really know. But it's like, yeah, who is like this is a nobody ass nigga. Besides the people that obviously know me, like people I went to school with and shit. But outside of that, it's like, who is this nigga? He's a nobody to us. So that's why I always represent the Bay Area by way of Denver is what I say. But this is definitely my home and where I feel the most love from.
Crazy, you get the most love from outside. You feel me? Your ring of people.
For sure.
Like you get that abundant. Like I don't know what it is. They say blood is thicker than water. It's a lot of water in the world. Some places will drown you, and some places you can feel, hey, look, I'm good here. Feet touching the ground, and I can swim for however long I want to.
Facts. Semen's thicker than blood, though.
You know what? You got that.
It's always a saying I came up with.
It's always
so when it gets to that conversation to women, they say, put them in order. Your child, your father, and your husband. A lot of women put the husband last. Semen thicker than blood. You feel me? You can play devil's advocate and say your father, you still a part of your father's semen in a sense. But nonetheless, if you and your husband make a child, that semen is in you. That other semen is your DNA.
Yeah. Look.
Probably too a little deep.
A lot of room for argument.
Yeah.
We're gonna leave
definitely
that to them.
some room for room for argument. So if you got an opinion on that, definitely tap in and comment and let me know what you think about that one. Nonetheless, the husband comes first, then the father, then the child, something like that. I don't fucking remember, but I just know your husband come first. When your dad walks you down the aisle and gives you away, that's telling you that you put your husband before him now. Oh, my father's gonna be here. My kids are gonna be here. Yeah, well, you should want your husband to be here, so put him first.
All right, it's making some sense.
You hear me? That's where I was going with that. Tangent, but shit happens. So, how was your relationship like with your mom? Just growing up.
As a kid, we see our mothers and our fathers the father as a superhero, invincible, get anything done, can get over on moms. And, we look at moms as our nurturer, our superwoman, always gonna feed us, always gonna make sure we bathe, just that security blanket. I could say, I can't say I didn't have it, but I could say that it wasn't there as much as it should have been.
As far as the love?
Yeah, as far as the love.
The nurturer from a woman.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? The feel, the presence, and the warmth of, a woman. Like I said, I was with my uncle. He taught me, be a man. Do this, do that, suck it up. No reason to cry. Shit, believe it or not, he was adamant about bringing a woman to his house, especially a white woman. Let him tell, he was OG with it. He was like, you know what, Dad, just me and you here. Go home and tell her parents anything. I was scared to bring a female to his house, let me tell you.
Shout out to Unc, because it's a lot of unfortunate situations that happen when, you let them boundaries be crossed.
Right.
So, shout out to Unc for that one.
But as in my mother, our relationship for sure should have been stronger than as a child, because it would, as now, today, is not really a foundation. I'm always loved the woman that birthed me, of course, off the dribble. But as in me wondering about the day to day, if she all right, if she's in good health, I just hope she is. That's pretty much is gonna come from me, because I'm still learning to deal with things and process things that not all her, but as a mother and as a parent, should have prepared me for, like, as an adult. Like, love is something that is shown and not just said. The right ways to show love, affirmations, everything that in this day and age woman wants out of a man. Like, you feel me? I didn't get that from my father or my mother, how to properly demonstrate it. Like, I learned.
That's what I was gonna ask about. Like, not to cut you off, but like your relationship with your mother. Do you feel like it has a huge impact on how you interact in relationships with women?
Not really, but as in, like, feeling deep, like, I want to say bond, like, that bond, like, oh, I can't go without, like, I'm gonna be hurt without. Not really. Like, I know how to, give love, but people tell me I don't know how to receive it, like, take it.
Yeah, for sure.
So, like, I might give a woman the affirmation she needs, the attention she needs in that moment or time frame, but as in thinking it's gonna be a forever thing, like, this could end the day.
Yeah, see.
And it's like,
I'm glad you said that.
I mean, that shit, my mom didn't give me hugs. My dad didn't give me hugs. I can't say these are the reasonings, but I'm saying, like, if I was to grow up with, the nurture of a hug, the embracement, like, you feel me? Okay, I'm holding on to that. I feel this actual genuine love. I feel genuine love in people, I get hugs and shit, but as in a yearn for it, like, oh, I need this, I'm good by myself, honestly.
Yeah, I don't yearn for affection, and I've mentioned before that I had to tap in with my mom and kind of ask, was she affectionate with me? Because this shit don't feel right to me, even when it is supposed to feel right. Like, a lot of women show physical touch is one of their love languages, and that's also how they present love. Like, if I'm being physically touching with you, then this is me showing you that I love you, care about you, whatever. And that shit bothers me. Like, get up off me sometimes. Even, like, one of my biggest pet peeves, bro, I hate being fucking petted. Like an animal, like, to them in their head, they not thinking like that, but to me, it's like,
like,
come on,
yeah.
I'm cool. Sometimes I stick it out, and sometimes, I kind of gotta do my little wiggle or go to the bathroom or something, so maybe she stop when I come back, but
then don't let her feel some type of way. Now
and then, you feel me? So I be trying to be cool about it without making you feel like you can't be yourself. Like, I'm not a physically touchy ass nigga, so it just don't. Yeah, get up off me, please.
It just.
I used to be way worse at that shit though. Like, my past 2 relationships, for sure. They used to be like, nigga, like, what's wrong with you? It just ain't a thing for me. I don't really care for none of that.
Like, I could sit, like, saying, like, I could sit, like, not like, cause me, once I'm in the bed, it's then I'm about to lay down. So I be like trying not to be in the bed, like. But if we on the couch, like, I'm put a leg up, you sit between my leg, and you lean back, you watching a movie, and that's type of affection. That's cool. We bonding, like, we sitting there, but. Like, I get that, the whole rubbing thing. Like, that shit tickle. I got hair on my body. Like, I'm not pushing you off, but, like, hey, like that. And then let a motherfucker do it to them. Like, it'd be cool, then out of nowhere, like, stop. Okay, look.
Yeah, I can't.
See, I tried it. I'm trying to give, but you're not getting it.
I can't even say I've been there. My big one is, like, watching sports and shit. Like, it's not time to talk and be affectionate and lovey and shit, my nigga. Especially when my Titans is on, my nigga. Chill, bro. I'm here. I'm locked in with this. I don't want to cuddle. I'm going to jump up. I'm going to yell. Like, either you go have your own little space for 3 hours or figure something out. But when I'm here, I'm here. If it's something I want to be locked in on, let me lock in.
I mean, I feel that if, like, man and woman trying to, not invade a space, but trying to get into the comfort zone that we be in our own, like you in your game. I mean, you in football and me in my game. Like, I'll sit there, like, for an hour or two, headphone, one head, like, I can hear you, but like I'm tuned in, so you gonna have to really get my attention. But if let me see, if you want to extend that bonding time, you're gonna have to learn how to be and what I'm doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? If she want to learn how to be, like, you feel me, be in your phone while I'm watching the game. Mm-hmm. Go cook us something while I'm watching the game. You know what I'm saying?
Go out. Go have girls time.
And I don't think I'm trying to get rid of you. I'm trying to let you go be like, because believe it or not, when we dealing with somebody, they'll be engrossed with us. Mm-hmm. They'll neglect their friends, and then they'll be like, we don't see you no more. No, it don't be us. We be trying to tell them.
I think that goes for both sides, though. Because when my niggas be in relationships, I definitely hear from them less. When my women friends are in relationships, I definitely hear from them less.
But I feel that be because we trying so hard to get that person to understand, like, we really with them. Like, you feel me? Like, if we go, like, basically, like, before we was really locked in, how we locked in, shit, we both was outside. Or we'd be in the house by ourselves, but we'd be free to do stuff when our people hit us. Facts. That should be the same way whether or not we together. Like, you feel me? Like, we just woke up, your partner just hit you. Hey, I'm about to go bowling and whoop finna hit some drinks. It shouldn't be a problem. Like, oh, why you didn't tell me? Wait a minute, I just got hit with the same info. Mm-hmm. Am I supposed to tell them no because of you? Like, that, you don't want to hit your friends up, and like, that's like suffocating. Like, you know, that's leading to some arguments, some resentment,
some friction that don't need to be had. Like, we can have our own space. That's why I say, like, as I'm older and then been through this relationship trials, because it ain't the tribulations, I don't know. Mm. But the trials, it's like, you gotta have something for you to do. Yeah. You need a hobby, you need friends. Mm-hmm. Because other than that, you, like you say, you're gonna suffocate me. Go find you something to do, my nigga. If you don't have no hobbies, I really can't fuck with you. If you don't have no friend groups or just friends that you can just get away with, like, we don't need to be on top of each other 24/7. Yeah, it feel good at times and most times, but we be needing some alone time. I'm a firm believer of that. Like, you go on a trip, check in, let me know you good, but I don't need to talk to you the whole time you on a trip. Women obviously gonna think the other way around that, like, you up to some bullshit if I don't hear from you the whole time you on a trip. But yeah, my next situation, like, you gonna have to have something to do with yourself other than being in my face, or if we not in each other's face, you trying to figure out what the fuck I got going on and whose pictures I'm liking and talking to. Like, come on, bro. You any woman investing that much time in them trying to make they nigga be who they feel like they want them to be, that ain't it, baby. And you need to go do some soul searching, some therapeutic exercises.
You could build you a nigga, blow him up. You talk to him how you want to, take him wherever you want to,
right?
And make the conversation
on him and everything.
Man, but yeah, you see how quick this all just came back full circle, all due to the parents in the household. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see my mama with one dude for real. I did. Don't get me wrong. My mama wasn't like that. My siblings, it's only, we have my eldest brother, and he's fathered by another dude. But the rest of us, we all got the same dad. But as in growing up wise, you know, when you get older, you looking for a stable ground. You feel me? You can't just be everywhere with it. Because one wrong step, it could fall through. So my mom dated, you know, one dude in particular, you know, you don't get to choose who you date. He was a hustler. A man on a mission, getting his money and making sure he taken care of and who he dealing with taken care of. And then, you know, he was in and out. They argued. You know, we seen some things. Everybody sees some things. Right. Then once he was out the picture, she ended up finding her husband she been married to I think 17 years, like 15, 16 years. His name Gary. He a cool dude. We all our siblings, us as siblings bumped heads with this man. But one thing he did do, he stayed with my mother to take care of my eldest brother. He has autism. Like, you know, I can always salute my hat to him because, you know, that's you taking care of a whole man. You know what I'm saying? She found her stable ground with him, you know, and my brother. Now, us as the other birds of the flock, you know, we able to fly off. Like, you feel me? And we was blessed to find stable branches for us. Like, you feel me? One of my sisters own no, two of my sisters own a house, and my other two sisters they have their own spots. And then my eldest brother, well, my other brother, he has a spot which he literally not saying it like that gave it to somebody else because they are dealing with something mentally. Like, you feel me? She got to get herself together, and I don't know where it is, but he got a good heart to where, you know what, he got, you know, he got kids. He able to take care of them within the village we got, and he left that whole little spot to somebody who need to get right. Not saying she wasn't there or not there to this day to take care of his kids or help him with his kids, but I'm just saying, like, we work with what we got. Like, you know,
Yes, we can with what we got.
Exactly.
Without a doubt. So, your relationship with Pops, what was that like?
It's wild. It's a roller coaster. So my name is another man's name due to my mother's infidelities or resentment to my actual father. We don't know. Let her tell it. Gotta get it from her. My relationship with my father, my biological father, he recently passed this year. The day of his birthday, which is wild. January 16th.
Capricorn season.
Hey, look, it's wild to this day. I don't know why. I just can't get jiggy with female Capricorns. They always, I mean, what I've noticed in my life that everybody gets like one solid zodiac sign as a constant. And my constant zodiac of a Capricorn was my dad. You know, he went to jail when I was like 5. He raised my siblings more than he did me, but that again, like, due to my mom's complications, she wanted to be messy and all in between. Long story short, once he came home from jail after the 15 years, and wild enough saying I was going into jail, he came to visit me, and you know that plexiglass that's in between us, it gave a little like mirror. I swear to God, it was like looking in the mirror, but he was just older.
Right.
And I was like, damn, like, you got my face. I can't never forget that. I'm like, you got my face. And he's like, yeah. And his line was just, I didn't know. I didn't know. If I would have knew, I would have been there. But I didn't know. And, you know, I can't, it's not going to be, it's so much room for blame, but that's hate that don't nobody need to hang on to. You know, for the time that my father was here, that he had left here, he made it a job, mission to make sure his kids and his grandkids felt the love that he had for us every day since he was here on earth. Of being back in our lives, we felt it from the crowns of our heads to the soles of our feet. You know, pop. You know, I'm grateful to experience that type of father, man, being in my life, period. I'm grateful for that. Like, you know, I was able to meet the man who basically, you know, I can't say birthed me, but you know, but he was who created me. You know, I can't sit here and say like, damn, I missed out on this, damn, I missed out on that. I did miss out on that, but you know, it's better to hold on to the good. It's best to hold on to the good. Don't nobody want to hold on to that saddened, that anger, that what could have been. It's not good for the soul, mind, or heart. You know, I'm just grateful knowing that, man.
A lot of people aren't able to process that like that. So shout out to you for that. Because, you know, a lot of people want to hold on to the hurt. I was having a conversation with somebody about like people be in whatever mode and they like, oh, I don't want to laugh right now. Why? Like I never understood that concept. Like you in your feelings, you feeling the type of way, you mad, you sad, you whatever, but you don't want to laugh right now. Why?
You forcing yourself to
Yeah,
be.
like you forcing yourself to be miserable, pretty much. And so I never understood that concept. But I didn't really articulate it until later in life when somebody had said it and they like, oh, I'm not in the mood. So get in the mood. Like, why stay in the mood you're in if it's obviously causing you turmoil inside?
Like why
Make it make sense. Like, if you shitting on yourself as an adult, do you sit there and just sit in the shit?
I would hope not.
Like,
I would hope not.
like, what the fuck? That was a metaphor.
Definitely. Yeah, if that flew over your heads.
Yeah. But, like, do you just sit there and sit in the shit, or do you get your ass up and clean it up? Make it make sense. That's just my own interpretation of it. Some people, like the process a little different. Like, when I'm depressed, I don't mind laughing and shit, but I kind of don't want to be around nobody.
Understandable.
Like, I be kind of, let me get myself together.
Yeah, because you don't want nobody, not like that, but you don't want to be, like, coming from me, I don't want everybody to see me in my vulnerable state. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like, and then there's also society too, got this stigma that man's supposed to be tough and that, this, that, and the third. Not gonna lie to you, 100%, find somebody you need to be vulnerable with. Like, not saying like outside, like, you feel me, like your woman. Not saying she needs to know everything, but I would suggest being vulnerable with a family member first before you be fully vulnerable with your woman. Because your woman see you as a Superman, just like the kids would. Mm-hmm. You feel me? We handle everything. We make sure something go wrong, who they calling first? Us. You know what I'm saying? So before I let someone I'm dealing with know I feel like the world is coming to a fucking end around me, I'm gonna go either try to pick myself up by myself in this room, or I'm about to pick up this phone and be like, hey, real quick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm about to crash out.
But it's good not to let everybody see your vulnerable side. Like, well, not good, but it's not for everybody. It's not good, but it's not everybody deserves it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because not everybody know how to handle it.
Not everybody deserves the best of you, and not everybody deserves the worst of you.
Exactly.
That's definitely a very vulnerable state. Mine is, I don't like being around people that are depressed. I remember having a conversation with a nigga, and he was talking about how his life was falling apart and da-da-da-da-da. And I'm having a great day at this point. Then the nigga got to sound like he was about to cry, and I'm like, I'm gonna hit you back, bro. Like, I don't want to deal with that right now. I'm cool right now. I'm chilling.
Everybody else on the crew.
Like, I'm sorry, but
why are you pulling me down?
Yeah, I'm not the nigga for it right now, bro. I'm in a good space. So like the orange or tangerine shit, like if you put one next to the other one, it's going
right.
Exactly. So I don't want to be a part of that, and I don't want nobody to be a part of that with me.
And then it's also not even saying it like, because I feel, look, so I'm devil advocate. I'm listening to what he's saying. Y'all did too. I'm not saying my man is not nurturing, but in some cases, probably, like, this is the other side of it. What that dude was probably saying, he probably still overcoming or still going through it, but not showing it. So before I could comfort somebody, what they going through, what I'm probably going through too, I need to make sure I'm, you feel me, still walking on my feet. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Because as many times as I done got into it with my mans about, oh, I need to do this, I need to get money for this, Brody, not like that. I'm about to go to jail. I need to get some money to make sure I'm taken care of before I pick up this phone and harass you, and him. You get what I'm saying? Because y'all ain't got to do it. Nobody got to do it. You know what I'm saying? I got to make sure I'm taken care of. So everybody going through something at one point in their life. But if you not willing to help solve some of these problems that's going on in your life, I can't help you You feel me? Well, you dragging us both down.
Facts. Yeah. Make sure people are in a place to deal with the bullshit you coming to them for.
And you can't feel no type of way if they say they not in the right space to comfort you.
Facts. It's not their responsibility. As a friend, yeah, but as a human being, like, we not all in the same space at the same time. We not all able to help at the same time. None of us are God or the higher power, whatever you want to call it. So it's not our duty to necessarily save anybody. We all just doing the best we can with what we have. You know? As we trickle down that road again, as I always say. So nonetheless, back full circle, your relationship with Pops was great once the engagement was there.
Definitely.
Shout out to that. And you said Pops passed away in January?
Yes, he passed this year. He was born January 16th, I think 83. I think
83.
Nah.
Nigga, get the fuck
out. My pops died 60 years old.
83 is crazy, nigga.
Let me see.
I was born in 90. So, no. Your pops was 40 and you got 30
No, he was 60.
siblings? Exactly.
All type shit. Anyway, let me see. I'm going to get y'all the exact thing. It take 2 seconds. This is why I love iPhone.
He died at 60?
Yeah, on his birthday. So he was in a hospital and he was having surgery and he had either a stroke or a heart attack while during surgery, and then they had him on life support. And we didn't, as siblings, as his kids, we came to the conclusion we're gonna just let him go home on his birthday. The same when he was brought into this world, he gonna go home.
That was 65, brother.
We not about to do this.
1965.
Well, he got it. We not about to. He got it. But yeah, it was hard on all of us. More so, the ones that spent more of their life with him than more so me. Mm-hmm. You know, like I said, at the age of 5, I was with my great uncle. I didn't meet my dad until I was 20. So, but the relationship and them, though, that little compact years, it feel like a lifetime, really. He helped me work on a car. He showed me about the cars he worked on. Shit. Just made me more relatable as, grown man than it would as a child, because you're going to be more with kids' glove as a kid.
So, I mean, you kind of touched on it, but what were some of the lessons that were given?
Lessons I want to say that I was given from him.
Mm-hmm. Or that you learned from him, even if he didn't physically or verbally give it to you. Something that you picked up on from him that you utilize.
It's always somebody else going through something worse than you. You just gotta give love when love is not being given. See the best in everybody, even in the worst situations, in they worst situations.
That ain't always the best advice.
It's not. It's not, because you got to know who to give it to.
Because women do that in relationships, for sure.
I'm screaming.
They see the best in the worst niggas.
And then family. That's one thing. Is always family. He was a core family person. Like, it don't matter if we ain't seen each other in 10 years, 5 years, 20 years. Are you my family? Are we family? We about to get drunk, have fun, and get loud. And if anybody got a problem with it, we about to tear this motherfucker down.
Yeah, I've been to some of them family functions.
Yeah, man. What?
Shit, actually, was that Father's Day?
Yeah.
I think that was Father's Day.
Yeah.
The last time I actually hung out with your pops. We was playing dominoes and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Father's Day last year, for sure.
Had the kids, had the dogs running around. Actually in the big house. Yep. Man, we set that backyard on fire. It was 4th of July.
That nigga told us not to do it. Your brother said, I don't know if we should be up here. But we did. To play devil's advocate, We told them niggas to water the grass.
We just didn't have a hose.
We had a hose because that's how we put the fire out in the back.
That motherfucker was short.
Water that motherfucker. Right. Put the water out. Because the part that caught on probably... But luckily, we
got it all out.
We got it all situated before it was crazy.
Damage. No serious
damage. But that was hella funny. Then we went down to the hood. Set that on fire, too.
They set a whole tree on fire.
No.
Man, it's good times. Everywhere, look, gotta enjoy the little things.
Facts. Yeah, that was funny. That was a time. We was out there stomping that shit out.
I was mad too. I had on the Powerpuff Girls. I just got them.
Hot.
Can't fucking forget it.
It happens. Yeah, shit happens. It was fun though. They still enjoyed it. The kids still enjoyed themselves.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure that looked very amusing to them.
No, definitely. They was putting out fire. They felt like firefighters.
Yeah. So, what was that? What's your healing process been like? You know, it's been a short amount of time, obviously. Not even a whole 6 months, but what does that healing process look like for you?
Honestly, just not really thinking about it. I want to say I can't say I'm not dealing with it, but I'm choosing not to deal with it. How I'm processing it is not dealing with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then, as in when I say that, like, oh, it's the loss of, oh, now they not here. I'm like, I understand that part, but I'm not going to sit here and just be stuck on them not being here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, as in, like I was saying, like, I think about all the good times. You know, I'll be like, I got pictures of them in my room. I got, I forgot. I don't know why I was supposed to put it on today. I got a chain with his ashes in it. So it's like...
That's what I said I wanted to do for all my friends. Have me cremated and give all my friends chains with my ashes in it. It's crazy.
I'll take it. I'm definitely rocking it. Give me now, you know what? I might make it a watch. You ever seen somebody with a watch ashes?
Nah.
I'd be stuck, look, like a sands of time. Go crazy. Moving on. That's how it's terrible. Just, god damn, just talking about turning my friend into an accessory. Just diabolical.
I'll always be here.
I'll always be here. But yeah, not dealing with the loss or missing them. I'm more of accepting it. That's the healing process for sure. Accepting it. And just feeling like that. You know how you, like, I feel like, oh, somebody's in the room. You gotta just feel and hope that they're right there with you. Like, I feel like, you know how you feel like something bad might happen? Now I feel the good in the room. Like, oh, I know somebody here with me. Or I'm making it. Oh, this my dad. Or something happened in the kitchen. Oh, that was my grandma. Like, you know, you gotta make the good in the good vibes around you into actual, you know, somebody, a spiritual feeling, spiritual being. Taking all the good and throwing out all the negative. Not missing them. Oh, I wish they was here. I do wish they was here. And I know that they here. Because they living through me. I mean, we all taught this. They living through me. They in me, the DNA. So I know if they watching me live. They enjoying that I'm still here to bear the fruits of my labor and their labor. So I'm taking in all the good and exhaling the bad. That's how I'm choosing to process my healing process. Everybody else, I just wish, you know, they can go through the same, you know, healing process, the acceptance, that denial. It's okay. It's okay. And you know what? One thing for sure, it is definitely okay to go through your emotions. But don't let your emotions run rampant and take over. Like, you feel me? That ain't going to be good for you or anybody around you. Whether you got kids, siblings, aunts, and uncles, they don't want to see you self-destruct.
Facts. So, with that being said, you said you kind of like don't keep it in the forefront and just kind of deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like the situation at hand tomorrow it's gonna make it a little bit harder to not feel those emotions all the way out. Because it's gonna be a lot of time to think.
A lot of time, nah, I feel that. So tomorrow when I turn myself in, honestly, it's just like my feelings and my thoughts was really like I don't think no, it's not. I don't think it's gonna hinder or like the healing process or how I cope with things. I don't think it's gonna affect it anyway. It's more gonna affect me as in like it's stopping my productiveness. It's stopping my flourishing, me trying to better. But it's also like it gave me a wake up call because not saying like that because when I caught this case, I got pulled over and they found a gun, they found some pills. So a felon with a firearm and narcotics, that stopped me and brought me back to like, hey, what are you really doing with your free time? Like, out here in this free world. Like, I'm a hustler. I hustle. Do I have an actual legitimate job? No. Do I need one? Yes. Am I working towards it? Yes. As in, like, I'm making sure my mind is sharp, making sure these hands are capable of going to work, whether it be a car, whether it be wood. Like, I'm willing to learn, but as in putting my foot in front of the other to, start that process, I was slacking. So once I got pulled over in this process, which is coming to an end, which is resulted in me going to jail. Once I started that process, it showed me like, okay, it's a means to an end with this lifestyle. Like I need something to retire on. I can't retire on being out all day. There ain't no benefits in that. Ain't nobody gonna step up to these bills once I'm not able to move. Like I get old and stuff like that. So me going to jail tomorrow and me going through this whole process, it just put me back on track where I need to focus on. Like being a man is actually being self-sufficient, self-reliant, and able to get money. Whether it needs to be legally, but able to get money, period, is like actually a man's thing. But a grown man, no man should ever have to feel like somebody can just take you from your freedom. Like you feel me? Just because you trying to get some money and be self-sufficient. My whole mind, my mental state, my process is going on tomorrow. It's just I'm not gonna be in control of my life, and I gotta listen to somebody else. And as an entrepreneur, you work for yourself. You listen to yourself.
Right.
So not like that, but I'd rather go to work and make myself have to listen to somebody than going in somewhere where I'm forced to listen to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? It's all a process. Like acceptance. Acceptance. You gotta be able to accept what you in. You gotta be patient with the process. And just always you gotta just know you're not in a box. You gotta find your way out of all life circumstances you put yourself in.
Facts. So, tapping into the whole turning in process, how do you keep yourself going or like motivated or in? Because they say you only do 2 days. The day you go in,
And there you come out.
so during that overnight stay, how do you keep yourself going?
Really just you gotta. I ain't gonna lie. In once you in prison, like away from your rights and everything, it's great to have a support system. Like it's like imperative to have a support system because when you got nobody in there, let me just say, you can tell from a wild animal and a caged animal. Not saying it's bad for a caged animal, like, but you learn to suppress certain instincts. When a wild animal, they can go bad like that. Cause like what's stopping me from doing it? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
This little time ain't nothing. If I'm able to not get caught, all I do is make them better. You feel me? If I don't get caught doing certain things, then I'm gonna be back to I'm able to do something bigger. Um, man, I just say with me and this going in, I'm grateful for my support system and knowing I got it. It's all about really if you alone at the end of the day, for real. You gonna feel alone. You gonna feel alone.
Facts.
That's what it's made to do. It's meant to break you. You can't let it break you. You just gotta look at the positive. Like, I'm going in with a mindset. I'm about to get some certificates, some degrees. I'm not about to just give these people my time. I'm about to let their time work for me. I'm about to work on my body and my mind more, get back to a regiment, work out, more of a schedule. Because it's like out here, you got to do it yourself. Like, in there, it's either you going to do something or you just going to give these people your time. And for the people that's strong-minded, strong-willed, they going to say, I'm not just going to be giving them people free time. What did that man say? I'm so mad I can't remember this quote. Anyway, you don't want to just be in there just letting your life, like, oh, this is my life. I'm in jail now. And now you're not doing nothing to better it. Bro, get up off that bunk, brush your teeth, wipe your face, go work out. Go ask some people about some classes or something. Like, I'm not trying to sit in there and wallow. I'm trying to at least be in there and flourish somehow, some way.
Oh, my head went somewhere else. Because you said wallow. I'm thinking $1 million worth of game.
Nah.
What do you mean? But it seemed like the nigga was doing what he needed to do when he was in there.
I was screaming, but like, my wallowing, just sitting around in pity and sorrow and shit.
Got you.
Hey, yeah, open up your vocabulary. Yeah, pick up a dictionary.
Yeah, you definitely been hitting some vocab words. I'm thoroughly impressed.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
But nonetheless, with that, I do want to give you your flowers. I've been around y'all for a cool little minute since my son was 9 years. Been around the family just in general. And you probably the most hard-headed one. Nah, I take that back. You was the one seeming less likely to figure it out, if I can say that. But from where we sit in now, I want to give you your flowers because you definitely surprised me. Like, I remember when you got your spot. Holla, got my own spot. Proud of me? Like, hell yeah, I'm proud of you, bro. It was it's a journey, You were still in a learning process, still learning how to be a man, as most of us are, myself included. Still learning the way of life, how to navigate through this shit the best you can. Thankfully, you don't got no kids yet. It made everything 10 times harder, especially about to go do this little stretch. Ew. I couldn't think of, I done had dreams where I done did some shit that I know could land me there, and nigga, I was devastated because all I could think about was my son. So thankfully you don't have kids that I know of. But I definitely want to give you your flowers for growing up and taking that journey, the next steps to becoming a man, whatever that looks like to people or to you, even yourself. I know you proud of yourself and where you've started to where you are now, even though about to take this little vacation that obviously hasn't stopped your momentum. you still you like I'm finna go do this and I'm back to tunnel vision to get this shit right. So yeah, definitely give you your flowers for that.
Thank you. I appreciate
I just appreciate seeing each and every one of y'all grow. Uh, from where we all started and meeting all y'all and just being around, everybody picked up something that they left behind and just kind of kept going. So yeah, definitely give you your flowers for that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Any questions for me?
Yeah, man. So like when you get up there, cause you know I notice things. You know how people be bringing in like, oh, you not as big as whoopty woo woo. No, fuck all that. When you surpass Wallow and them, you know what I'm saying, in these podcasts, you gonna bring me on as you know what I'm saying, as a podcaster,
A podcaster, like a co-host.
co-host. There we go.
I get a lot of those offers even now. Just everybody wanna. I'm definitely willing to branch off. Start our own shit. I wouldn't mind being a, a co-host on several podcasts. You know, get you started.
Hell yeah.
Maybe you come up with some ideas and some shit for when you got that little. You feel me? And we come out here and figure it out.
I'm just a comedian. I'm
Yeah.
here for all the witty banners.
Yeah, people. Shout out to the people saying that I don't be being myself. I be a little bit more reserved on this than normal because it's for the masses. But everybody's saying that's gonna take it to that next level for me. But like T.I. said, man, I'm everything. I can be this humble person. I can be my silly, goofy self. I can be my little bit of street self that I got. I can be a nigga. I can be a man. Whatever you want it to be. That's just who I am. That's how I do this shit. But yeah, definitely. We definitely gonna tap back in when you get back.
Of course, y'all gotta see the change, man. You gonna see the change. It'll be like a T. I'll be like this. I'm gonna have glasses on. You gonna have to call me Brother Charles.
Yeah. Brother Charles. He gonna come in talking about bean pie, my brother.
Nah.
Yeah. But yeah, definitely want to shout out my boy, my man. My end all question. What's one hard truth people have a hard time accepting about you? What's a hard truth that people have a hard time accepting about you?
I'm not that same kid who did that dumbass robbery. Like, I'm not that same kid who. I'm just not that same kid that you met. Like, you know, it's just they always, not say always, but they hold on to what your last big impact in the world. Like, you know, oh, this was the who crashed in a tree, or this was the who got drunk and whoop whoop. Oh no, this when he went to jail for a robbery back in. That ain't me no more. You know, it's like people change. It's like I'm not dumb. Like, you know, I'm not
as dumb as
I'm
the
not
mistakes
incapable.
I made.
Yeah, I'm not incapable of doing that. It's just something I chose to do. And it's like he said, like I'm not that same. You know, I was one of the ones that wasn't gonna really figure it out. I just had my way of sitting back and watching everybody else figure their things out while I slowly figured out mine. Like, you know, everybody older than you can teach you something because they already been here, they already did it. But it's all about how you take everything in. It's just like I'm not the same fuck up. Like, you know, I'm not a lost cause. I'm not none of that. I actually got something to give to the world, to society, to my people, to my family. Like, you know, I got something to offer. What it exactly is, still trying to figure it out. But I know it's the benefit and betterment of us.
Facts. Well, yeah, once again, want to give you your flowers. Let you know I appreciate you. I'm here for you. You got my number. You can tap in with me when everything's settled and whatnot.
Definitely.
But shout out to Chuck, man. Gonna do this little unfortunate vacation. Just another one of them lessons you gotta learn. But like they say, it's 2 days in there. No matter how long it is, it's only 2 days. With that being said, this is the Holla the Truth podcast, giving you the truth for the future, the present, and the past. But I gotta ask, can you handle it?